Let's play games, get high scores. Who could ever ask for more? Thor will show you just what to do. Yes, you.
Hello my Asgardian Minecrafters and welcome back to Sky Factory 3, episode number 7, where today we're going to be improving on this little design we put together with Blonde Viking last time. Thank you very much to Blonde Viking again for helping me out with some of this grindy stuff. Right, so what we need to do, we've got two areas I'm going to set up over here. You notice I've put in a little... This is kind of like just a reminder wall at the moment, giving me 5 blocks from the edge. Just means that if I've got anything that I want to run around the back, I can have a nice facade in front of it, and that's where all of the stuff I'm going to use will be. So the alloy smelter and the sag mill will be over here instead of back here. I'm keeping them just running where they are at the moment in case I need to do anything with them. I'm going to also, I've just made a couple of extras now. I'm going to set up some more auto sieves on this side, which will deposit specific types of material. So let's say we've got 2 away from the edge. Let's put down 3 there, leave a gap, 3 here, leave a gap, and 3 here. Now they might need to be 4 of each now that I think about it, because I've got, the way I want to set it up is you can do gravel and set them through one of these things. You can do the sand through another, and you can do the dust through another, and you get different things from each one. But you've got 4 different types of the mesh. So now that I think about it, yeah, because you've got the string, iron, flint, and diamond. So I need to get them as well. So no, I'm going to have to set these up in 4s. Let's have that and miss one. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3. That was wrong. Then I've got 4. Is that 3? Yeah, and then 4 here, which means I need another 3 here, and then I will have enough of everything. Right. So first thing I'm going to do is make another couple of auto sieves. How many do I need? I need 3 more. I've got all the stuff set up here apart from sieves. So let's go and make them now. Might as well do that together. No need to be cutting off quick stuff like this. How is everybody, by the way? I hope everybody is fine and dandy. My name is Andy. My name is not Andy. I need a sieve. Oh, I can find that through here nice and quick. What is that? 2 planks. One of them. All right. If I just get couple of them, then a couple of them, that should be enough. Let's go for sieve. Let's make 3 of them, and I shouldn't need any more, so that'll do for now. I'll keep the wood on me. It tends to be handy at times. I can bring them up here where I've already got the stuff set up. I love these Tinker's crafting stations, by the way. Just being able to say, right, I'm making these at the moment, just leaving everything there, make them as you need them. It might even be worth setting up a few of them with some of the more annoying stuff, things to make. Oh, hello, Joy56. I think actually, I did notice the Blonde Viking's here as well. I better just put in a hi. How you doing? Oh yeah, so that's set up. I'll probably set it up from one side to the other. So we'll set up from this side, gravel, then sand, then dust, and then will I have an output underneath them maybe? Or just in front? I don't want to break this. Now that I'm actually making like a facade, I don't really want to break the facade too much. So... I thought that glitched for a second there. So we got that. We've got the 2 blocks over here. I mean, in the end, because just for now, I'm going to set this up so that... That's a lot of S's. My S's don't come through very clearly. But we're going to set it up so that we now just get in a chest... or in one of these storage crates, just everything that comes out of all of these. I mean, I could set it up. Now that I say it, I could set it up, and this would not mix anything that way. I could set it up so that underneath here I have hoppers facing this way and have storage chests or storage crates for each one in front. And now that will break this little line here, you know, my flush line. But because it's not going to be forever, and in the end I'm going to move it round to a processing station, because this I've obviously got to have the sieves here, and then I'm going to have a processing station here for the ores, and then further along I'll have this little setup which will just be a smelting station which will work apart from everything else, because it's quite difficult at times to place new things in. So if I want some sand doing and turning into glass, I've got to put it in through the side here. I could do with a completely separate set of alloy smelters that'll just give me things that I want for there. Let me set up a couple of things and I'll come back to you, I think. Okay, peoples, well, I'm going to try and do something which is probably a little dangerous for somebody of my skill set. Oh, I've got the item conduits on me. I'm going to try and hook this up on camera now. So, obviously this is the cobblestone generator. I've put it up to tier 3. All that required was adding diamonds around the tier 2 that I already had, which the tier 2 was just the normal one with iron around it. I'm not sure if I've shown doing that. So, basically, I want that to go into there. Oh, but do I want... No, I don't want this to be... Right, I might have to just hide the cobble generator, because I'm not 100% sure of how I sort out ins and outs. I want this to go in like a succession, basically. I want this to go... Right, so if I put in the tier 3... Well, I could stick it below, can't I? I could stick it down... like exactly below it here. In fact, I could put it exactly below it here, and then all it's going to do is fill up that above it. Yes, that just fills above. So now when I pull out, everything that comes out of it's going to be just gravel. Gravel comes out, okay, so we put this here, and that's still hid, and then this is going to fill up with gravel. Won't do at the moment because that's got no power, so this will fill up with gravel, and I can then fill up these with said gravel. Okay, and they need powering as well, so you know, if I let's put the power in as well while we're going. If I can get that, would it go in? Yes. And then I bring up another power to up here, and that will start filling that up. We might be a little low on power for all of this, of course, which I can sort out. That goes across to here. Right, so there's only... I mean, I've got to set this up so that it'll put in to these. In fact, let's do that now. I don't think I should have to set up any sort of... just insert... Yep, back there, insert, back here, insert, and for this one I'll also have to have it so never active mode, always active. So when that fills up, this should fill up, and when this fills up, these should fill up. There's no mesh in them at the moment, but that doesn't matter. That should technically work. Actually, have I got the stuff coming out of this? No, I don't. Extract. Oh, I want it to go in and out. No, I don't. I just want it to come out, don't I? So extract. Always active. Is that now extracting when it's done? Oh, I've got more stuff here as well. I'm getting some sand. I'm getting some flint. Well, that doesn't matter, because that'll be coming through to here, and it's still not coming out anyway. So this is the danger, see? This is the danger. What have I forgotten? It's got the power it needs. It has an item conduit coming out which says always active, extract. Do I need to then set this configure pull? No. Push. Is that going to work? No, because it's still just adding to it. Oh, what have I done wrong here? Oh, let me sleep this off and have another look and explain exactly how idiotic I am. I found it! Oh, there was one more that I hadn't seen yet. So, first off, not extract, insert. And this is now filling up. So this is going to slowly fill up with flint, which means I will need to take off a spur here or something, or over here I can put a trash can. What do I need for a trash can? Is it called a trash can? It most certainly is. Extra utilities. So it's just cobble with stone on the top, and that's fine. Okay, I can do that, and then I'll need to put in a filter that just adds flint. At the moment I'm fine though, so this is fine. That should be filling these up as it goes. Now a little bit of sand will be getting into there as well. I can put so that there's no sand thing here, and that should be fine. I need this to fill up though quicker, and that's where, not a basic, I can put in the octadic capacitor. Why such hard names to say, actually? Let's put one of them in there, and I'm hoping that this will be strong enough to make for everything. So, yeah, this is banging through now. These hopefully will fill up. In fact, I'll let them fill up to the top first before anything else happens, because these two are going to fill up first, and then this one, then this one. I'm hoping that this is going to provide quick enough. Yeah, this is constantly full. Maybe I need two of them over here to provide for the rest. Maybe I need three to provide for two, to provide for one. I mean, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll do numbers as we go. But you can see where I've come to here. In my idea, this now should fill up quicker than these take it. And then I can add another line coming off to here, and that should take just the gravel when I finally set up all of my when I finally set up everything here. I wonder if I can have it so this only accepts such things as well. So if this thing makes some sand, it goes into here, does not get accepted by these because I put a filter saying don't go in, or a filter into each of them. I don't know which way it would be best. And then go into here where it also says don't accept, and then carries on elsewhere further. Oh, I don't know. Should I even have this and put that next to there and have it pull from here? Would that be a better idea? This is hard. I'm gonna do a little bit of testing now. I've given you my ideas, and we'll see which one of them works by the end of it. Okay, well, are you guys ready for a very long and convoluted explanation of what the heck is going on here? Because I'm not. I'm not at all. This is ridiculous, but it seems to be working. The only problem I have, which is a problem but also not terrible, is that I have flint building up here. Now, I'm not sure how quick this is being used. It seems to be growing slightly, so it's taking and adding. So yeah, it is slightly growing, but not as bad as it was. Right, so I had a problem. The first problem is that yes, you can take cobblestone and turn it into gravel using a sag mill, and yes, you can take gravel and turn it into sand using a sag mill. And no, you can't flip and turn sand into dust using a sag mill because it turns it into silicon. So I've had to set up a couple of these old hammers over here, so glad I made them in the first place. I've got 3 of them set up round the back here. So this line, let's start from the beginning. That's what we need. Right, we saw this. We've got a sag mill here that's fed directly from the cobblestone generator. The cobblestone generator, which, by the way, if I can get an empty hand, is always full. Look at that, 64, 63. It fills this quicker than it takes out. So it's not fantastically good at the moment. I should really take some other way off and pull at least a couple of chests worth of cobblestone to have at any time. But I can do that at another time when I'm more like feeling like dealing with this nonsense. Look at this spaghetti junction around the back of here. What's going on as well with all of this? I think I'm slightly losing power as well. Only just. I know that at the time of day means that I'm losing a little bit, but in fact, let's do that now. Because I don't want the thing actually running out of juice, but I'm going to need to do something a little bit more. Maybe if I get onto the what's that resonating doohickey, and then you can make the upgrades for the doo-wackies over there, the death generators. Maybe I can do that, and that'll just add the extra push it needs. Luckily as well, I don't have to get anywhere near it. I can feed that whole thing from over here now, so I don't have to get too close to the damn thing and maybe die. But anyway, so it comes out, right? This is the way out. Goes into here, pulls some flint, and the flint's taken out, and pulls some gravel, but that's just because this isn't quite keeping up with the gravel. But that's not a bother. I can come and empty this every few days. It'll be actual days, not Minecraft days, and that should be fine. Also, coming out of there, it's feeding 4 of these auto sieves, which are now full all of the time, constantly working 100%. Right, so it comes out of here. Don't even think about this little bit for a while. It comes out of here and goes into here and does exactly the same thing. It's pooling these flint, but the sand that's coming out of it, as you can see, is also coming down here and keeping these full all of the time. So it is keeping up, and that is wonderful. 100% efficiency here. Then it also pulls the excess sand that isn't being used by these and takes it over to these 3 auto hammers, which turn them into, so you can see it's got a line that runs under here, so you can see it stays full all of the time. And is this coming out quick enough? Right, it's going up and it's going down, so it is actually not being pulled as quick as I'd like. Now, is that because these are finally full? Right, so maybe I only need 2 of these hammers, and that'll be enough to keep these going. I don't really want these getting over full, but the nice thing about them is if they get over full, they just fill up and stay, you know. It'll mean that everything else backs up down here, and I'll have to create some sort of do you mind big lag spike? I'll have to create some sort of buffer, some way that it can drag off the excess. But as it is at the moment, I mean, I could set that up over here, so it has a chance to go in all of these first, and then anything at the end here it'll get rid of. So that's fine. In fact, that's exactly how I can set up this as well. Anything that doesn't come out and go into here. Right, the last thing because yes, I think I've just worked out my getting rid of the excess nonsense, but you can see that it's filling up with flint in here, so I've set up an item conduit to come out of here, only going, because I don't really know how to make things go into the exact place that they should go when they're in one line, but I've taken a separate line out which comes into here and fills this thing full of flint, which dramatically improves the efficiency of the sag mill. and also over to here. So it kind of self-speeds itself up, but there's too much flint. There is too much flint, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But look at it, it's working. And now in all of these are going to be filling up. I've got diamonds, I've more diamonds, but I haven't set them up with the proper mesh yet. So these are just all got, there's a diamond in the end here, so this will get slightly different stuff. A slightly higher value. No iron though. That's always a shame, but I can set it up, you know, diamond, iron, flint, string, all the way along, and I'll be able to take out of these, yes, by hand, which is a shame, but I'll be able to do that at my leisure. I could also, if I chose, because this is an option now, because I could just extract from all of these all the way along, get it over to here, so it'll take out of everything, and over here I can have a compacting drawer, which I'll finally get working, because I do have one. I made one a couple of weeks ago to try and, well, a couple of episodes ago. Did I even make it in the episode? No, I made it off camera. Yeah, so, but I do have one over there that I was trying to put all of the, I wanted to compact the loot bags. Oh god, I haven't done that for a while either. So yeah, I've got to compact them down into the larger, more amazing bags. So I'm going to do the same with these. Also, I think you can auto open the bags as well. Now that is good. I think there's like a using chest or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it is now. But I'm going to have to look that up. But this is working. This is working. And this is the bit that I thought that was going to be a bit of a pain. So the other thing that I have to do, which I'll have to do now, I think I'll do it off camera and then just explain it. Because you know I'm really good at explaining stuff. I think I'll do that. Explain it off camera though. No, explain it on camera next time, because my sag mill and alloy smelting, I mean, that's going to be easy. I'm going to have one alloy smelter that's going to work off the compacting drawer over here. So the compacting drawer will pick out all of like the iron ore pieces which need to be crafted thusly into fours. Then that will make an iron ore chunk which can just be used normally. So over here I'll have, yeah, I should have room just before it gets up to this edge, but I'll have room in order to put in sag mills. So in fact I'll only need one, because this thing's just ridiculous. And in fact, until I can work out a better way of doing it, I'll just take a line off my what were they called? Well, there's some in there as well, but my flint line, I'll take a line off my flint line and then go into the sag mill here. Not that one. In fact, no, it could be that one, couldn't it? And in fact, I've got an extra one because I've got this one here. So I'll put my sag mill in here and then have maybe 2 or 3 alloy smelters coming off that being fed by it. But that will work instantly. So this thing will be automatically making the, well, yeah, there was some there, but the iron and the other ores. I'll have the compacting drawer right here, automatically crafting them into the chunks, and then I'll have them automatically being ground down by the do-wackies. In fact, do you get more? If I've got, this is something that it says now on the, let's go into sag mill. Just before we go, let's check this out, because I'm sure this is getting to the end sort of time. But if I go sag mill and then pull it up, hold shift, grind ore and other items, add grinding balls to increase output and efficiency. Now, is that what these are? Do they count as grinding balls, or do I need to make grinding balls? Grinding, well, there's no grinding balls. In fact, let's put in balls, cannonballs. Let's put in ball, dark steel. So grinding balls, I think they're just talking about putting in. So do I have, let's just put this in then, because it doubles it. let's do some science. Let's see if it's just lying to me, because I've got a feeling it just makes everything quicker. Oh, I've still got the silicon here. So I did make... I left it running for a little while and made a bit of silicon, because you do need it in the game. And I can always run something later as well. But now, if I fill this up to the brim with flint and put in 16 iron, normally... Let's just break this for now. This will be easier, I think. Let's see if we get... So it'll double it normally. See if this time we get more than 32. 2, 4, 6. It doesn't look like it does anything. 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, it's going to go to 32. So it just makes it quicker. And that's it. In fact, is this even doing anything now? That should have done... It's just... Why aren't you working here? Why do they work on this? Is it just for grinding some stuff? Is there only some stuff that requires... Because this is banging through the flint. Absolutely banging through it. Let's try it with something else. Maybe it was just being dodgy. And of course, in the meantime, I am getting iron. So it's not hurting me. Let's put them up here. They come in. Right, it is using this now. But it says 100%. It's not. It's just not taking anything off there. Do these not count because they're not normal blocks? Is this because it's off a slightly incompatible thing? It just doesn't use the... Maybe. Either way, it doesn't hurt. It's all fine. I've done the science. I'm not going to be able to get anything more out of it. Shame, shame, know your name. Where are they? They're in there. So, yeah, but I'm still doing okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, press that like button. Thank you so much for continuing to watch the series, and I will see you in the next episode.